Our names, our memories, even our body and mind. All of it is just a label, a shadow on a screen. We have become so accustomed to these shadows that we have accepted them as reality, as ourselves. But what if this is the biggest illusion holding you captive? What if you are already free, and you have just forgotten? Our society is built on the idea of an individual self that is the center of all our experiences, desires, and achievements. We fight for this self. We protect it. We cherish it. But what if this self is just a meticulously constructed sandcastle that will crumble as soon as a wind of awareness blows over it? Why you are not your body. Let's start with the simplest, most obvious thing we take on faith from our first breath. Have you ever wondered what happens when you say, "my hand"? To whom does it belong? You don't say, "I am the hand." You distinguish yourself from it, just as you would from your car or your home. Similarly, you say, "my body," not "I am the body." In this simple expression lies a truth we ignore our whole lives. The body is a collection of sensations and processes that you perceive. You see it, you feel it. Can you be the thing you see? Think about it. When you were a baby, your body was small. Now it has changed. You've grown taller. Wrinkles have appeared. Your hair has turned gray. The body is a constantly changing object, and you are the one who observes all these changes. What remains unchanged throughout your life? You are your consciousness. You know it's your body because you perceive it. But what is it that perceives? What is this silent witness that doesn't change while the body ages and changes? Our mind is used to identifying us with the body because it is our main tool for interacting with the world. We see with our eyes, hear with our ears, feel with our skin. But these organs are just interfaces, like the screen and keyboard on a computer. You are not the computer. You are the user. Awareness is that user who perceives information through the body. The body is just a costume you wear in this life. You don't think you are your clothes, do you? So why do you think you are your body? The true I is not what changes, but what observes the changes. Isn't this dissociation? I feel pain. This is where a key misconception lies. Dissociation is a rejection of reality, a defense mechanism that disconnects you from experiences. It's an attempt to escape pain. But we're talking about something different. We are talking about seeing reality as it is, without escape or denial. When you watch a movie, you can feel for the hero, cry, and laugh with them. But deep down, you know it's just a movie. You don't become the hero. It's the same with the body. Pain is real, but you don't become the pain. You are the awareness of pain. You are not inside the pain. You are aware of it. Imagine you are sitting in a movie theater. On the screen, there's a storm, thunder, lightning. You observe it, but the rain doesn't get you wet, and the lightning doesn't strike you. Your body is the screen on which the drama of life unfolds. Your task isn't to run out of the theater, but simply to realize that you are not the actor on the screen, but the audience in the hall. Pain is just a sensation. A strong, unpleasant one, but a sensation nonetheless. The awareness that perceives it remains unchanged. The mind can react to pain, suffer, panic. But you are not the mind. You are the one who observes both the pain and the panic. This doesn't mean you should ignore the pain. It means you should see it for what it is. A temporary phenomenon in the body, perceived by an unchanging consciousness. Pain is just one of many signals the body sends. like hunger, fatigue, or pleasure. All these signals come and go. And who is the home for all these sensations? Who remains when the pain passes? It is this silent, pure awareness that is your true self. This doesn't mean you should abandon medical treatment or caring for your body. On the contrary, by realizing that the body is a valuable tool, you begin to treat it with greater care and love, but without attachment. But my mind is me, isn't it? And again, we encounter a familiar belief. The mind is a stream of thoughts, emotions, memories. It is constantly changing. Every second, hundreds of thoughts rush through your head, and they don't stick around. Your mood changes depending on the weather, the news, or for no reason at all. Can you be something that is constantly changing? If you are your thoughts, then you disappear and reappear every second. The mind, like the body, is a tool. It's like a monkey jumping from branch to branch, unable to stop. You are not the monkey. You are the one who observes it. You are the silent, unchanging awareness in which thoughts appear and disappear. The mind is in you, not you in the mind. Feel the difference. Imagine the mind is like clouds in the sky. They can be dark and rainy, or light and fluffy. They appear, move, and disappear. But you are not the clouds. You are the boundless sky in which they appear. The sky doesn't suffer from the rain or rejoice in the sun. It simply provides the space for all of it. When you see a thought, you know you are not the thought. When you see an emotion, you know you are not the emotion. What is this you that sees? That is your true self. Your name, your history, your beliefs. All of these are also just clouds in the sky of your consciousness. They do not define you. You would still be you without that name and without that history. If you try to remember who you were before you were given a name, before your memories began to form, before you learned to speak, what would remain? Pure, unstained awareness that simply is. How do I stop identifying with it? It's so difficult. This doesn't require effort in the usual sense. You can't do it, because the doer is the very illusion you need to see. It's like learning to walk. You made many attempts, you fell, but at some point, you just forgot about the process and walked. It's the same here. You shouldn't try not to be the body or the mind. You should just see that you are not them. Every time you catch yourself thinking, I am my body, simply say to yourself, this is a thought. It appeared in my consciousness. Every time you feel an emotion, say, this is a feeling. It appeared in my consciousness. It's like cleaning a mirror. You don't try to become a clean mirror. You just wipe away the dust. Here, too, you are simply removing the misconceptions that have clung to your consciousness. It's not a failure if you forget and identify yourself again. Failure is not returning. This is not a struggle. It is more of a grace, a kind of mercy, when you simply see the truth. You can't force yourself to see, but you can create the conditions for it to happen. These conditions are constant attention to yourself, to your inner observer. Instead of following thoughts, just observe them. Instead of getting lost in sensations, just perceive them. Over time, this habit of observation will become second nature, and the identification will begin to fall away on its own. This process is like honing a skill. At first, you do everything consciously and clumsily, but over time, it becomes part of you. So it is with awareness. At first, you will forget. You will get distracted. But each time you return your attention to the observer, you strengthen this connection. This is a practice that gradually dissolves the wall between you and your true nature. Remember, you cannot lose. You can only forget. But you can never lose yourself. What remains? When I let go of the body and mind. When you let go of the illusions, you don't lose anything. You simply see that there was nothing to lose. You don't become free. You see that you were never bound. What remains is not emptiness, but fullness. It is peace. It is silence. It is the boundless space in which everything happens. It is not something to be achieved. It is what you already are. This is your true self. When you remove all the masks, all the labels, and all the identifications, pure awareness remains, unstained by anything. It is not the I in the usual sense. It is more like being. It's like the ocean that was always the ocean but thought of itself as a single wave. The waves come and go, but the ocean remains. You are this ocean. Consider who this observer is that sees both the mind and the body. What is this silent self that remains unchanged while the world around it churns? This is not just a new belief. It's the most obvious thing there is. Look for yourself. Look inside yourself and just ask, who am I? Don't answer with words. Just observe. And in that silence, you will find the answer that has always been with you. This is not the end of the journey, but its beginning. This is not a destination, but an infinite present. Discovering your true self is not an achievement, but a constant dwelling in it. It's like learning to breathe. You don't think about it. You just do it. And in this simple, unnoticed act lies the entire fullness of your existence. You are not what you are seeking. You are what is seeking. Do you have any questions about how to begin this path of self-discovery?